Welcome back to Suladan Plays Star Wars, The Old Republic. Last time, lots of stuff happened. We talked to this guy, though, and he knows stuff about Malak and Revan, and, you know, anything KOTOR related is automatically going to be top of my list. So I'm going to try to go figure out where this is, and it's here is where I need to go. So we're just going to run north for a bit. Not really a lot else to say to that. There's a lot of rat ghouls out here, though. I can't avoid all of them. I'm gonna aggro a bunch of them. Come on. Get all in a group together. Get all in a nice big group. That way I can take you down to... Ooh, why am I stunned? Okay, y'all are tougher than I thought, so I'm gonna... pop those. And we're just gonna do this. Well, that went well. I got a lizard egg. I guess he wants a pet lizard. Sell trash items. I want that lizard egg. I'm just gonna use one and try it and see whether it, like, if next week it's expired because 3 hours have passed or if it's 3 hours of gameplay. Can I use two of you at once? No, I cannot. That's a shame. Well, when he gets back, I'll give him an egg. There's no other green items to be had then. As long as it doesn't despawn, we're fine. I don't know why a lizard egg is a cultural artifact, but I mean, if it's gonna make him so happy. Someday I'm gonna have inventory space. Yay! Hey bud, look, an egg! Hooray! Hey bud, I need you to go sell these gray items for me. We're gonna go back to town and see if I can't clear out some semblance of inventory. I really hope that that's 3 hours of playtime and not 3 real-world hours, in which case, like, if I play for 30 minutes and then log out and then, you know, record later, will the 3 hours have elapsed because it's literally 3 hours?
Stand by for examination and
I've seen games go in either direction on this, so we'll have to wait and see. Oh, I can sell that. I don't need that. Is there anything else I could sell? Gloves? I'm keeping the lightsaber. That thing's not sellable. Starfighter experience boosts. There you go, 5,000 credits.
You are fit for duty. Return to your
Hey,
post.
bud. Congratulations, you sold the stuff. And I have some inventory. I'm very proud of that. 3? I thought they stacked up to 5. Well, I don't have as many of those as I thought. Alas, we'll go this way. And the stuff hadn't respawned, so that's nice. There's a big lizard over there. The big lizard does not want to stay over there. He wants to come with us. So, I guess he's just gonna fall. Ooh, let's not fall in the hole. The hole is not conducive to my current quest. That is not what I meant to do. What's the cooldown on that? 3 minutes. Is it up here, I guess? What are you? Medical droid. I have discovered stuff and I still can't archaeology. Tunnel rat ghouls. Also, is this a subway station? Hi, tunnel rat ghouls. I want to fight more than 2 of you, so 5 might be a bit much. They just all home in on him. That poor droid. Whee! Whee! Excellent. You know, for not being a combat droid, he tanky. I don't know why the enemies home in on him. Like, I guess they go, that's the healer, get him. Whee! I'm just gonna wipe out a bunch of rat ghouls while I'm here. Red thing. Anyway, I'm gonna go this way now. And this does indeed appear to be a subway station. Oh, and it's a whole big map. Oh my goodness. Tarisian Archive, Zone 0, Hidden Out. Infection. Y'all weren't here a moment ago. I don't know what the threshold on that was. Certain amount of movement or certain amount of time? Alright, well, hi, people. What are we considering strong and elite infected rat ghouls? Do they have a caste system? Are they intelligent? How do they define their elites? Whee! Wrong button. Whee! This one says savage, so I'm gonna assume he's an elite. He's on fire. Can I do something? My goodness. Oh, I was pushing the button and nothing was happening. We're gonna take on that one. I thought it said he was British. It says he's brutal. There's not a whole lot to say here. He's on fire. He getting smacked with everything. Everything but the kitchen sink. Blue. Bud, you're about to go deliver some stuff. Will you pick up the... I don't know what it do, but it's mine. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I did pick it up, right? Well, I have no idea what it do now. And I'm too lazy to wait, or impatient to wait, so we're gonna fight these guys now. Okay. Level 20. Free-to-play players begin gathering reduced experience at level 20. Experience reductions can be offset, though, by spending real-world money. Yeah, so this is where the game is going to start nudge, nudge, wink, wink, hey, hey, spend money, buy. Now, I'm assuming, of course, that the preferred status players maintain a lot of that, but for now, we're staying free. We'll figure the other stuff out later. Infected guard. What was I doing again? Whee! And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that a game has to necessarily be free. I do take personal, like, I have a dislike of subscription-based, but, I mean, I do understand, you know, server costs, update costs, etc. I've just generally never been a huge fan of subscription-based gaming because it's a slippery slope. It's the same thing with subscription-based software and software as a service, is that there's two big problems that happen. One, developers can at times, well, we'll not say developers, we'll say the corporate entities behind the developers. The ones who are more concerned about making profit start to say, we don't really have to update this or fix anything. They've got to pay just to use it. Why add new features? That costs money. We'll just sit here and milk the subscriptions. You get all sorts of just nefarious practices that can become a temptation. That is neither here nor there, nor referring to KOTOR. That's more to do with like software as a service. It's why so many people I've talked to still use old versions of Adobe Premiere or Adobe software in general, because they're gonna stick with the ones that they bought and not throw huge amounts of money at a subscription fee to use software that they could just, you know, why would I do that? I'm just going to stick with my old version or go to a competitor. Also, that area is not somewhere I can go right now. I disdain some of the behaviors that subscription-based software can bring out of people. But I am very happy with the fact that KOTOR has free-to-play, that subscribing and then, you know, later rescinding your subscription leaves you with the preferred status. All of these things are, you know, not things that I'm complaining about. I am just rambling for the sake of rambling. And because that is a tangential subject to, you know, gameplay as a service, as it were. The main time it bothers me is the occasional attempt to make stream-based gaming a thing, where you don't own your game, you're just paying for a subscription in order to access it temporarily. And oh, you let your subscription lapse? Sorry, all your save games are gone, so we're technically holding them hostage as blackmail to make sure that you keep subscribing, even when you're not actively playing. There's so many things that can just be done in a scummy manner that subscription-based stuff brings out of people. Because it can become just seen as an easy money thing. It just, somehow it seems to kill innovation, and it brings out a lot of scumminess. Oh my goodness, sell the trash items again. You gonna spend more time selling loot for me. T7 customization mission data. Oh, there's the thing. Oh, I do have it. Stronghold decoration, technological artifact, hook type, floor type. Unlock 100 prestige. I don't know what that do, but I got prestige. I guess we're just going down this cave. Tunnel place. You know, there's a lot of tunnel down here for an absence of sandworms. Or rockworms, I guess. I should not have aggroed this many of you without my bud. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. There we go. Yo, you coming back? Summon. Where you been? Thank you. That's a rock. Shiny, shiny green rock. Oh, now we're outside again. Huh. Where am I trying to go again? Okay. Well, apparently we have gone very far off the track. I should have been going here to where the blinking little green thing is. And then gone here, because there's something involving a rat ghoul fangs. So we're just gonna run this way and pretend that none of this happened. For of course it did not happen. To loop back around to the original topic, I just personally have never been a big fan of subscription-based gaming. Specifically the ones where, like... anyway, I'm not going to really narrow that down, but I end up feeling obligated to play because I need to get my money's worth because I'm paying for this. Well, okay, what if I don't feel like playing that game today? Well, too bad, you're paying for it. You need to get, you know, it leads to this weird obligation sense. And, especially as, like, growing up and as a child, like, 15 bucks a month, 20 bucks a month, that's a lot. Like, that's not exactly money that I'm not just, like, money ain't growing on trees for me to just throw at random things. And, like, I could buy a game for, like, 3 months of that. And so it's like, why rent a game when I could save up and buy it instead? And there's so many good games to buy, and subscription-based ones were few and far between, so it was never really something I had to forcibly deal with. Like World of Warcraft, City of Heroes were the main two examples I could think of, and I never really messed with either. I used my friend's City of Heroes account, and World of Warcraft, there's a wonderful free unofficial servers that I cannot point out to you, nor can I legally encourage you to use them, because very fun. What was really nice is they also had the ones I played on had accelerated XP rates and all, so it wasn't I just spent 3 days playing a game and got half of a level up. It's, I spent 3 days playing and I'm level 80, now I can move on to the next class and, you know, enjoy everything, but it does break quest balance, though, because you out-level everything, but yeah. Anyway, I found a rock thing.
We are saved. An Upworlder has restored to us the work of my grandfathers. At last, we have a place to escape this oppressive city and the laws that keep us beneath it. A place where we can breathe.
The bombardment has begun! Locate the second cairn. Second one's up there, but... You mean... 10 to 1, I walked past what would have been 3 or 4 quest points. I'm gonna go here because I want that fang. Y'all are just gonna have to deal with it. You are along for the ride. I'm not dealing with you. Oh, you'll be fine, C3. Why would there be rat ghoul fangs in a weapons cache? Okay. Abandoned weapons cache. Did a rat ghoul bite it? Oh, hi. Was that War Machine? I don't know, I saw a big robo man with a shoulder cannon. I'm concerned for my safety. Can I do something? Like, yo, why is all my moves red? Yo! Hello, attack! I don't know what was up with that. Bunch of weirdness. Look, a box. You know, if this was a single-player game, I'd worry that walking towards this box would trigger a boss fight. I don't know, breaking that. Oh, hi. What just hit me? Why am I made of rock? I guess I'm supposed to fight you. Again, the enemies just completely ignore me to go after him. I don't know, they really like my companion. The forget them, go after the healer mentality is strong with y'all. I mean, I was just waiting for his health to run out, I guess. Oh, I see a yellow light. I don't know what that do, but I want it. Monstrous Rat Ghoul Fangs. Mission item. Rat Ghoul Fangs from Monstrous Rat Ghoul. Will you stop messing with me? Alright, well, I got Monstrous Rat Ghoul Fangs. Where they at, Daddy? No, that's not them. I don't know where they at. Maybe, I guess they're quest items, so they don't go into my inventory specifically, which is great, because you don't want a situation where the player can't pick up a quest item because they ran out of inventory space. It's just really a sad day for everyone involved. Commando. Also, random level 80 commando, just chilling out in some caves on a level 20 planet. Aight, you do you. Oh, and just as a disclaimer, I'm not saying that subscription-based gaming is necessarily bad. There are good examples of it, and so far, I think SWTOR is a... Well, I mean, I am in no way an expert, but from what I've seen, I do not have any negative feelings towards SWTOR for its implementation of such, and the way that it is, you know, handled. I just, over time, have seen enough instances where subscription-based has led in negative directions that I am naturally leery of it. But I am not putting a blanket statement saying that it's automatically always bad or always great. It really depends on the implementation, and thus far, my only complaint with the subscription in SWTOR is not throwing the free players a bone and giving them... You know, the vault, the storage container on the ship is 80 slots large. So to me, give the free players 20 slots. Give the free player something. Because if you're going to hype it up as something for the player to look forward to and then say, oh no, you're a peasant, you don't get that. That feels a little eh. But my running theory is that perhaps originally the game was subscription only and they just never changed that. In which case, that would make sense as to why the various, you know, text and prompts don't hint at the fact that you're not going to get it if you're free. Because there are a number of subscription games that began as purely subscription that later added free-to-play, and sometimes there's little quirks and rough patches as a result of that, and I'm just going to assume that that's what happened, but I don't know. Maybe something I'll look into at some point. We will eventually subscribe for at least a month to see how that be, and then drop back to preferred status, but for now, like I've said in a couple episodes, my current idea is to stay free for the first, like, whole player story, assuming that does not become what is the word I'm looking for? Drudgery. Assuming it doesn't become a problem And then we'll try subscribing for the next player and see how that goes. Especially with it being something that, you know, I don't... Because it's something I'm recording, I wouldn't be... Throughout the course of a 1 month period, I would not be playing a whole lot unless I recorded a bunch of these in advance, and that gets into the whole thing. So I wouldn't be keeping it subscribed for an entire player's run. But we would hope to get a good idea for how things are different in that, and then see how the preferred status does, which, to my understanding, your account remains preferred forever once you have subscribed at least once. And from what I've heard, you know, it's actually, the preferred status is excellent, and, you know, the vast majority of the stuff that you would get as a subscriber are still there in the preferred status. In some cases in a slightly lesser form, but for the most part, I've heard nothing but, like, praise for the preferred status. But I don't want to jump into that too early because I do want to get a clear and unbiased view of how the game plays without those aspects, so that when we have them, we will better understand what is different, and it will give us a better appreciation. But, yeah, that's a long-winded ramble. Bud, you're about to make a mission. I got a power pack and a rock.
This will be no secret to anyone listening, but Taris has been attacked.
It has? When did this happen?
The upper and lower city were destroyed. We have found the promised land, but have nowhere to return to. If only we had arrived sooner. The promised land is the original Taris colony site. It was sheltered from the direct bombardment, but the quakes have destroyed every building and generator left. We must start again from scratch, but at least we have survived. The wreck ghouls are still feeding on the dead, but when the meat is gone, they will begin to hunt.
Ah, yes, which will be a problem for y'all. Also, if you have found it, how did you leave this holo did you just wander back out of the Promised Land to drop this holo recording out here in the ruins, or are you hinting that this is where that was, or... I don't know. Sometimes the need to tell a coherent story with audio logs can be kind of a little bit of a plot hole when it's like, okay, but how did the log get here? Did somebody just come out and bury them in sequence later? Rock. I'm not in combat, I'm right here. Prove it. Oh, hi. Hey, fellas, do you want to come read this with me? Personal conquest. Huzzah! Ow. Why do you have to have loot? I want to open the thing.
We mourn today for Rukel, who brought us out of the Undercity and into the Promised Land. We have sent scouts throughout Taris and can find no other survivors. They cast us out and bar their doors to us. But now we bury our dead in the ashes of their skyscrapers. As Rukel told us, it is not an easy life. Our children will grow up in a world of spears and bows, not blasters and starships. It is my burden to preserve our memories. Once we were outcasts. Once we were the promised ones. Now we are Taris.
You still seem to have enough technology to make holo recordings, so, I mean, all seems to be well there. And yeah, that room that I ran all the way to is where I should have been in the first place. There's like all those little numbers up on the top, because the game's trying to display those at the nearest screen, edge, place. I want to finish this quest. I want more KOTOR quests. I'm enjoying this. Familiar stories. I don't know what the subway station has to do with anything. But, unless it's saying that this dome back here is where that was, which wouldn't really make sense. It's very tiny. I mean, for what they're talking about, and there doesn't seem to be any assemblage of civilization, just lots of Imperial recon. Why y'all here? There's rat ghouls over there. Go mess with them. I feel like I'm being targeted by something. Can I go up through there? We're gonna try that. I don't think that's how I was supposed to get there, but it worked. Tunnel rat ghoul! Yo! Rat ghoul, I need this stuff. You're in my way, and there'd be no way for me to access that without aggroing you, so you're gonna have to die. See, too, some of your voice lines are just like, eh. When he gets hurt, he's just like, eh. Lore object. What? Okay, that's interesting.
Miracles are breeding.
They can
Back
multiply?
in the city, they reproduced only by infecting us. But now, there are more every day. We lose people to them, a few every year, but only as meat. The serum the Upworlder brought us has held true. We do not sicken, but now the serum is gone. We have had 4 infants born who could not be immunized. All boys. We will not be able to protect them forever. We need our full strength to defend the tribe. Maybe the immunity was inherited. Maybe we do not need to worry that a bite, a scratch, will turn our children against us. Maybe I do not need to fear for my son.
5th? Wait. Why is it all the way back there? I mean, I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I'm gonna have to leave here eventually anyway. But why are you gonna make me run all the way back there? What is that? Ow. And now we have a long run ahead of us. They just roar at me. I'm too fast. They can't stop me. He's fine. He'll be recently infected. How exactly does you get... Like, shouldn't the droids be immune to that? And by that logic, couldn't they have just made, like, set loose a whole legion of droids to cleanse the rat ghouls? I'm just running along, and he's getting pounced by every rat ghoul that... Like, for some reason, they ignore me and just run to him. Literally. Like, you can see them on the mini-map. They roar at me, and then they turn and make a beeline for my companion. Y'all aren't having the best day. Because these guys are shooting me. But, yeah, I'm just gonna ignore him. It's gonna come back to bite me later for not fighting every single enemy because of the reduced XP thing. But I want to see the next cutscene. Where's that one? Bleeding. Again, droid. I mean, I guess it could be leaking oil, but... I'm assuming they have hydraulics. Are they still after us? Alright. There's a lot of y'all. We're just gonna try to get rid of some of them. They gonna follow me all the way to the cutscene. Can I move? Harold? Combat blaster. Bud, you're gonna have to sell some stuff. Combat blaster. Where's that combat blaster? I know I can't equip it, but it requires blaster pistol. I could put that on him, right? Oh, I can't do it because he ain't with me. As far as the game is concerned, when they're not with you, you don't have an active companion, so I can't interact with their stuff.
I am Kuki, 14th Keeper of Memories after Rukil. We now number 53 adults and 21 children. We lost 4 able bodies and 2 child bearers to the Rakghoul virus.
You lost 4 men and 2 women.
Our
Really?
records say
You're
there
not just going to say that?
Cure. We have lost so much. Tomorrow, we leave to search for higher ground. Plants are growing. Nature has reclaimed what once belonged to men. Nature is cruel. 2 of every 3 of our babies die to sickness and hunger. If we are to live, we must rebuild our walls.
Also, by using those terms, you're implying that the women aren't able-bodied? Like, I'm sorry, what... People are weird with their labels. Why are you dancing? Stop dancing at me. Dancing at me. Locate the final cairn. Alright. Oh, yeah, I can look at your stuff now. Companions do not gain statistical bonuses from equipment. Also, that thing's got a lot of mods on it. I don't necessarily want to pull that and then carry it around forever because I don't know where modding stations are. Also, if they don't get statistical bonuses from equipment, then it's purely cosmetic, so switching it for another blaster pistol that probably looks about the same wouldn't really do much good. Oh, look, the place that I went to... Huh. So you're saying if I had done the cairns first, I could have just come here and done both in one fell swoop instead of this taking forever. Bud, you okay down there? Y'all okay? Y'all okay? I was about to say, if it said inventory full, I was just going to be so disappointed with everything.
We forgot. I am the memory. I have Rukil's descriptions. I know there was a city once. I know a city is many houses. Many people. I am the only one. Now, there is just us. We have stopped having children. The old records say it is from toxic radiation. We once called this the Promised Land. It was a lie. It is our grave.
I mean, y'all lived on for quite a while, so I don't know if I would say... You know, you lived longer than the other Tarisians. Okay, I'm probably gonna jump cut over this long run back, though, because, my goodness, ain't nothing interesting gonna happen here. If it does, you'll know. Okay, we're close enough now. But yeah, I like that they're tying it into something from KOTOR that was left kind of unanswered, but... I'm a little puzzled. Like, it feels like that played out a little too quickly, but also, where did toxic radiation get mixed into this? Was that just a way to bookend it? Are we assuming the bombardment left the terrain, like, somehow low-level toxic and radioactive, and that it wasn't making people sick for generations and then suddenly just started affecting them? Like, I don't know, just some of that, yeah. Still neat. Gotta drop off the thing, and I don't know where to turn that in at. But
I
yo,
would
bud.
expect any surviving records to be carefully hidden and protected from the elements. Bring your findings to my assistant.
Where's your assistant? Is this your assistant? No? Wait, what? Dropbox. At the Olaris Reclamation Base. What's an Olaris Reclamation Base? Open location on map. Open the world map. Restore it. Who am I looking for? Oh my dear goodness.
I would expect any surviving records to be carefully hidden and protected from the elements. Bring your findings to my assistant.
Where's your assistant? Are you the assistant? No. I'm so confused. Also, sell the
Report your
stuff.
ailments.
Sell the stuff.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Game. Where is this person? What is an Olaris Reclamation Base? Where is a Dropbox? Is that a Dropbox? It says Morn. I mean, that is a mailbox, not a Dropbox. Wait, I can see them on the map. They're that direction somewhere. That is a empty. This does annoy me slightly. What the? Where'd they go? I can see them, but then they vanish. There's a cantina, a market, Olaris spaceport. Surely it's not. Oh my goodness, way over there? No wonder I couldn't find it. Yo, speeder. Check, please. If I didn't want so bad to turn in this
cleared
quest.
for the following travel routes.
My goodness. I do get sometimes the quest markers are going to be hard to find. I mean, you don't expect the game to point out exactly where everything is, but when it's like, hey, turn this into my friend, or my, turn it into a person, like, where they at? Because if I just followed the mini-map, I would have been, where are you going? I need to go this way. Where are you going? Where are you going? I said here. Why, you could have put There's a much shorter path to be had here, but whatever. We're taking the scenic route. Very scenic route. Oh my goodness. This route's so scenic, I should have had to buy a ticket. Also, how are the raccoons multiplying? I thought that was their whole shtick, because they're like zombies. They can only convert, not multiply. Whatever. Okay, go over here, and this is a drop box, apparently. Yay! I got XPs. Now to turn in the other thing. Well, I can't go in there because I'm not a smuggler. Easy way to catch all the smugglers. Wait outside the door. They got to come out eventually. That person doesn't exist, apparently. What is with this place, building, fanciness? Trooper, that's... Hi, person just hanging out outside a building.
Your supervisor sent me. I found out what happened to your promised ones. There's no happy ending.
I knew they couldn't have disappeared without a trace. Give me what you found. Let us learn the history of this doomed planet so we don't repeat it.
Don't eat toxic and radioactive stuff. Easy enough. Bootses. Wow, I expected more of a cutscene. Also bootses. Where's the bootses? Ooh, fanciness. Very fancy. They look nice too. I have the fancy boots. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and pause here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.